Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to D&Z TV, the place where we give you up to date information of everything happening in the royal family and then the Ooni of Ife's palace. So, if you've not subscribed to our channel, we urge you right now to click on the subscription button, comment, like, and share our videos. It is the second day of April 2025, and so much seems to be happening in a very fast lane. So right now, it is evident that the Oloris actually are not ready to make peace. Yes, the Oloris are actually not ready to make peace, as they have all come out en masse to give the Oni one information. And the information that they have for Oni is very, very tempting. It's very tempting, it's very fearful, and it's very confusing. They unanimously have told the Oni that they are ready. Listen, oh, they are ready to put down the sword, embrace peace on one condition. When they now gave Oni this option of a condition, the Oni, as a matter of fact, was very, very skeptical. And as he's skeptical, he now decided to ask them, so, what is that condition that you wish or feel I need to know before I can have peace? Because whether we like it or yes, the Ooni himself needs peace. You say you get where problem go reach you too much, you will know that the only thing you need to do right now is to make sure you embrace some very, very adequate peace. Because whether you like it or yes, nobody wants to continue making trouble. Everybody right now needs a situation where they are actually going to have a thorough understanding. So, the Oloris have actually told the Oni that if he really, really wants peace, or if peace is what he wants, then he should make sure that he does not bring back Naomi to the palace. Yes, Naomi not coming back to the palace is going to be the guarantee for peace to actually return to the palace. And this is actually what everybody has been craving for and shouting for. Everybody actually at this point in time now requires a thorough understanding. And if something is actually not done and fast too, then this is actually going to be the last straw that will disembark and scatter everything. Because it doesn't make any sense for you to look at someone like the Ooni and now begin to decide for him what he should do. I mean, why in God's name will the women now tell the Ooni that if he really, really wants Naomi to come back, then they are not willing to give him or allow him have peace? But if he's willing to tell Naomi to stay off, then they are ready to make peace. Now, the question now is, what gives them that kind of liver? What gives them the liver for them to think that, as a matter of fact, they can actually control how things are done in the palace? If you notice, a lot of these women have actually been keeping quiet for some time now because they feel that Naomi deserves the number one position that she's claiming. And beyond that, we should also know that the Ooni is actually very, very much in love with Naomi. So, for the Ooni being in love with Naomi, it now means that Nobody, as a matter of fact, can just make up some incidences that will actually stand against Naomi. Because if the Ooni now wants to give room for all of these women to have a say, then we are actually going to be in a very serious dilemma. But if the Ooni on his own now tells them that, hey, you, as a matter of fact, cannot put me under this kind of pressure. Because whether we like it or not, the women are actually trying to box the Ooni up in a very tight corner. And once they succeed in doing this, then it is actually going to be very, very tight and difficult for him to for the Ooni to have control again over all of these women. And if you notice, the control is something that has consistently been affecting the way things are being done and the way things are being said. Now, it has actually also come to our notice that a lot of people right now are beginning to stay away from the other Oloris, because the way it works now, everybody just needs to create alliance with each other, because that is the only way they can logically have control of things that are happening in the palace. So now, for them to come out openly now to give the Ooni an ultimatum is something that nobody can actually comprehend. And when people now try to see that the Ooni in his magnanimity is still not really disturbed with how they are doing things, then, my brother, Oyo is definitely going to be the case. Yes, Oyo is definitely really going to be the case. Because in as much as the women have been given an open hand and a free hand to do what they want to do and how they want to do it, there still needs to be the place of fear and respect. Because whether we like it or yes, the Ooni actually has the final say. The Ooni has the final say that will logically put down everybody to have a better understanding of how things are being run. But all the same, the Ooni wants to put his house in order. But he's not going to put his house in order in the detriment of Naomi. So for those people who want Naomi to leave, now them go first leave, because Naomi is here to stay.